What's up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming to you guys with another profile. And of course, this time I'm hitting you all with one of my favorite warrior decks, the Sky Strikers. The Sky Strikers, um, of course, have been seeing a lot of the spotlight due to a lot of players having a lot of online events with the lovely Sky Strikers. And I wanted to give my variation of it before the month ended. Um, it's not really much to say. It's just, I switched up a couple of cards. I added a couple of cards. And that's just pretty much the gist of it. So, without further ado, why don't we get into the deck itself? I'm running 3 copies of Sky Striker Ace Ray, 1 copy of Sky Striker Ace Rose, 2 copies of Summoner Monk, 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs, 2 copies of Effect Veiler, and 2 copies of Nibiru, the Primordial Being. Then for the spell cards, I'm running 2 copies of Area Zero, 2 copies of Shark Cannon, 2 copies of Widow Anchor, 1 copy each of Jamming Wave, Afterburner, Hornet Drone, uh, Hercules Base, and Multi Roll. Then for the regular spells, 3 copies of 3 Tactical Talents, 3 copies of Foolish Burial of Goods, 2 copies of Mystic Mind, 1 copy each of Terraforming, Metal Foes Fusion, Outside Goblin, Mind Control, and Set Rotation. Then for the trap cards, a set of Infinity Impermanence. For the extra deck, 3 copies of Sky Striker Ace Shizuku, 3 copies of Sky Striker Ace Kigari, 2 copies of Striker Ace Hayate, 1 copy of Kina, 1 copy of Zeki, then 1 Holly Queefer 1 Celine, the Queen of the Master Magicians, 1 copy of Excel Code Talker, and 1 Utopia the Lightning. So that's pretty much it for the gist of it in terms of the main deck itself. Now, just taking a look at all the variations of it, um, I really do enjoy my build because there's a lot of things that a lot of people will probably cringe and a lot of people will probably have questions for. Don't worry, I have answers. So, 3 copies of Ray, because she is your go-to monster. This is pretty much your startup for a lot of your plays. If it's not her, it's probably Hornet Drone or it's Rose because you need a Skytracker monster to get into your lanes. Um, Ray has an amazing ability attached to her where she can swap herself out to link summon a Sky Striker Ace Link monster from your extra deck. Then, in addition, if one of them needs to fill because of a card effect or battle, she can just summon herself from the graveyard and repeat the process. So you have 2 amazing effects of summoning in one monster, and great utility within herself. Then you have Sky Striker Ace Rose. Rose is a little different. Rose is able to summon herself when you normal or successful another Sky Striker monster, except for Rose, and etc. That's bright side to it is that when she's normal or successful summon, when she is successful summon, she has the ability to negate the effects of one face-up monster field to the end of the turn. So you have a bit of negation in there. If a card in the extra monster zone that your opponent controls leaves the field, you can successful summon her from the graveyard as well. So there's 2 chances of summoning it, a little opposite of what Ray does, but still can help with a lot of the here and there. The thing is, no one wants multiple roses. They just want her for the name of being Sky Striker, and then having the ability to swap her out for Striker Ace Monster. Then we have the 2 copies of my friend Summoner Monk. Monk may seem like the oddest inclusion. Here's the thing about Summoner Monk. I enjoy Monk because Monk's ability to just summon a monster from the extra from the main deck by discarding a certain card. Because of the recovery that we have with Sky Striker, this isn't too hard. This sets up for a lot of the Sky Striker monsters, primarily your 2 big ones, Hagate or Suzuki. And you can easily play into an Exceed play, you can play into a Link play, all thanks to Summoner Monk. And if you don't want to run Summoner Monk, the other option is Goblin Bird, because that is a warrior. You can search him off of cards like Reinforcement of the Army, if that is an option. Because some people may not want to some people may preferably not want to run Summoner Monk. but think Goblin Bird is a better option. Well, you can run either option, but I did want to run Monk because I felt Monk work great with yesterday, considering we have Celine being ran in yesterday. And it's actually before Celine, I was considering running Summoner Monk because I wanted some options to go into cards like Utopia, to go into Utopia for Lightning, and also have a way to mesh well with the deck. And because the deck is majority spell, Monk discard spells to help you such summon level 4 monsters from the deck. This was a great opportunity to take advantage of that. And this is something I introduced a couple of weeks ago, a few months, well, 2, 3 months ago, when I started running Monk. Now for the hand traps, we got 2 copies of Ash Blossom, 2 copies of Effect Veiler. These are your tuners, targets for Harlequin for Brex, and Celine being in the deck also gives you the option of Veiler. Veiler has the ability to negate monster effects. Ash Blossom stops the effects of cards that add cards from the deck to the hand, special summon monsters from the graveyard. Special summon monsters from the deck, or send cards from the deck to the graveyard. And because most decks do practically all 3 of those, Ash Blossom is still a great inclusion. Now, I'm only running 2. You cannot, running the third by replacing the monks if you want to. But I at least wanted to fit in some hand traps because I'm also fitting in Nibiru as well. But we all know about Nibiru and, all these summons, drop Giant Meteor, and call it a day. Um, the thing about, you know, someone like something like Valen and Ash Blossoms, the Ghost Girls and hand traps become very handy in a lot of situations. So take advantage of as many of them as you possibly can. And I already talked Nibiru, Meteor drop. You know that's just how the game goes. There's still a lot of ways out of this monster, even before he's summoned, or ways to stop him on his summon. So it is what it is with Nibiru. I still need to get these physically. These are just this and Dark Ruler No More are very hard to get right now because the prices just keep going up. Enough with that said, let's go into the spell cards. 2 copies of the field spell, Area 0, pop a card, target a card on your field, excavate 4 Sky Striker card, add it to your hand, send the card to the grave. You can do this with a lot of stuff. You can do this with cards like Metal Fusion, who you're really not using for its fusion effect. You can use it for some of your own cards. You can basically play around with Ray and Rose with this card as well. Because activate the field spell, target Rose. Ray activates her effect to go get one of the Sky Link monsters. Special summon Rose from hand. You basically have 2 monsters going to Suzuki, and pretty much just go from there. So a lot of things you can easily do with this. And if this card leaves the field because of card effect, you can easily go bam, summon Rose or Ray. Just another option to summon these monsters. You do, of course, there are the 2 copies of Shark Cannon. I use this for just extended play. Taking one of my opponent's monsters and just climbing up the ladder in terms of link summons. This is a great option for a lot of things. You can also disrupt your opponent's cards that are trying to target specific cards in your graveyard to have that disruptor plays as well. There's a lot of things you can easily do with the Shark Cannon, especially when it comes to control. So this deck is very much control. The 3 copies of Little Anchor, same process as Shark Cannon, but this negates and not vanishes from graveyard. But this is a card that was at 1 because of how abrupt this card is, even still now, how beautifully abrupt it is, and how easily abusable this card is. Then we got the one as a Sky Striker Ace cards. We have the 1 copy of Hornet Drone, Token Spam, literally in 1 card. You have Jamming Wave to destroy spell traps, destroys a monster on its opposite also being Afterburner, who it destroys face-up monsters. On its opposite, destroys spells and traps. Then you have the recovery of the Hercules base, but the equipped ability to swing an opponent's monster destroyed by battle. If they have a second monster, you can swing again, and then you draw a card off of every time a monster equipped with this card destroys a monster, but it can't attack directly. So you can get some stall at least too. Then you got a copy of Multi-Roll, send a card on the field to the graveyard to make your spell cards immune to other card effects. A lot of combo pieces here, similar to Area 0. And play it well with Hercules base. Then that's pretty much it for all the Sky Striker spells. We go on to all the regular spells. I'm running 3 copies of Foolish Burial of Goods. This is, of course, sending a spell card to the graveyard. You got a recovery through Hayate. You have uh, multi-roll. You got a lot of setup with this card. Then the Metal Foes Fusion combination. Send Metal Foes Fusion in the graveyard. That's 2 spells in the grave. Add on additionals. Then Metal Foes Fusion will trigger. Shuffle itself into the deck. Draw a card. Draw power. Also, some more draw power. A lot of people are asking, you're running Triple T but not running Desires. I'm not a big fan of Desires in this deck because I'm minusing 10 to draw 2. And that's just something I've always had the issue with that card. And I don't really think it's a card in my setup that I want to run because I'm still running a lot of 1-ofs, which this deck has the thing of running multiple 1-ofs. There's no recovery off of Pot of Desires in case there are cards that you did manage unless you run, well, Necroface. But what are the odd chances I'm going to actually pull off a normal summon of a Necroface? I know a lot of people will say that this is a good card because it's, ooh, you get rid of all the stuff you don't want to draw, but if most of our resources are at 1s or 2s, this is kind of a card that I don't see myself running in. If I do manage to pull off the 1 to draw off the 2, the possibilities and the ratios and numbers just still don't add up for me to want to run this. And with tactical talents, I know for a fact that my opponent's going to try to activate a monster effect, and then I can counteract either taking the monster they control, drawing cards, or looking at their hand and disrupting plays. And I honestly think when this card comes to TCG, yeah, this card is going to be extremely hard to get because it's probably going to be secret. It's going to be really hard to get in multiples, and it's probably going to have a high insurance play. So, but I think honestly, because of how very set up, how easy it is to set this card is going to, you're going to be able to take advantage of this card because of Pot of Greed, Change of Heart, or being confiscation. No, forceful censure. I was saying confiscation. No, it's forceful censure. Then we go on to a lot of the. Oh well, before we go on to the 1-ofs, we do have Mystic Mind, which that in itself can be an in or out type of situation. Run Mystic Mind, do not run Mystic Mind. It's basically for the control factor. Because once you needed to do what you needed, you can just let this fall off into the graveyard, and that's just an additional spell. You also set this card up with, of course, one of the 1-ofs in that set rotation. Force your opponent to have the Mystic Mind, set up your area 0, make sure this doesn't fall off, because I've done that, and then screw your opponent by having this something. So they can't do anything unless they activate it. And most decks don't run field spell. They can't take advantage of it, but hey, you can also take advantage of stuff as well by destroying them with your own card effect. So, yeah. Um, then we have Terraforming to help in addition to search. Upside Goblin for an additional draw. Mind Control for taking your opponent's monster and having it do your bidding. And then Reinforce an Army to help search for either Rose or Ray. If you do want to play Goblin Bird, that is an option. And the last card in the main deck, of course, is 3 copies of Infinity Impermeance, and this is simply just here because additional effect based, but also has the ability to stop anything in your opponent's spell or trap card zone that's in the same column as this card that when it's activated. A lot of negate, a lot of control. Alright, extra that time. So, 3 copies of Suzuku, 3 copies of Kagari. Kagari is your recovery and probably one of your big beat sticks in your main deck. Then, your extra deck, and then Suzuku is your search and siege. She's also a heavy decrease to your opponent because you're desperately needing to flat out spell cards, and Shizuku helps with, is a beneficial effect to having all those spells and all the spell cards going to the graveyard instantaneously. Then we'll go on to 2 Hayate. I could opt in to run the third, but I want to finish the Utopia engine, so I dropped from 3 to 2. But she still is still an amazing card. Attack your opponent directly. The battle damage inflicted. Then, because she was involved in the battle, you can send a Sky Striker card to the graveyard. So you can send Rose, you can send Ray. You just have a lot of options to send with Hayate. 1 Zeka, 1 Kina. This could easily change up I'm not too sure about Kina, but Kina can help in the end game, like the mid to late game, where okay, I have still have a lot of spells. We're probably in time. Drop the Kina, start playing a whole bunch of spells. Then Kina's gonna help you recover the life. So 100 may not seem like much, but it can be very resourceful, especially when in time. Zeka's here to remove. Zeka's here to send a card, get 1,000, and just go from there. It's great card combo with mind control. Take your opponent's big monster, send to the grave with Zeka. Not I called her Kina. No, Zeka. Zeka. Um, Removal of a monster, then taking mind control, then remove that monster to have her gain 1,000 attack. And yeah, just a lot of more setups there. Alright, then let's go on. Holly Queefer Brex. Yeah, I'm running a variation Hal. You can also try to fit in Jet Synchron if that's something people want to still do. There's a lot of variations with this card. If you want to just get into higher ranks, higher links. I'm going for the Celine play, so Celine can help me go get Valor, and then they can help me go into Said Talker. Who's yes, still very sensitive to get right now in terms of physical copy. But this is still an amazing card. Gains 100 for the rank of the monster used for of a link monster used for its link summon. Um, but and then banishing that monster. Then you can destroy a card your opponent controls. It's a great, yeah, this is a great resourceful boss for the extra deck. And then I also just opted to put in Utopia the Lightning because Monk, rank 4, I had to. If I honestly could, just because of it, I'd probably drop another one just to fit in right, just so that Lightning can swing twice, and then do the abrupt additional damage. Yeah, this is pretty much it. The only cards that are probably not in here, and that's probably because of space, is Kita and Topologic Bomber Dragon. Which Topologic seems like an old setup card, but this is a card that still gets a lot of uses out of the deck. And then there's Hita, who she also takes some advantage of, and she's Spellcaster. So combine her with Celine too, and yeah, you got some really good rank link ups. So that's pretty much it that I want to spend here on the deck itself. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You guys want to be informed when I do more uploads. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you next time. HPJ, signing out. Take care.